Hey guys, I just wanted to make a short video to address everything that's happened to the channel this week. I don't have any sort of script or anything. I just kind of have some bullet points that I'm going to discuss, so sorry if I'm a bit rambly. Also, I didn't really check my mic levels before I recorded this, so it probably might not sound all that great. And also, I'm holding the mic, which I understand you're probably not supposed to do. But this is just a quick thing, so it doesn't actually matter all that much. Anyway, for those of you who've seen my posts about this, you probably know all this already. But I figured I'd go more in depth here, just so that you all get a better idea. Monday morning, I received an email from YouTube support notifying me that my entire channel was no longer eligible for monetization through AdSense, which is strange. The reason they gave for why I'm ineligible now is encouragement of negative behavior, which according to YouTube's guidelines is defined as, quote, content that encourages dangerous activities, wastefulness, bullying, dishonesty, or a lack of respect for others. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can't think of a single instance on the channel where I did any of that, let alone enough instances to demonetize my entire channel, because it wasn't just one video that it wasn't just one or two videos that got struck. They didn't just claim one or two videos and say, oh, this isn't suitable for ads anymore. It's my entire channel. They're just like, you are flat out ineligible to make any money directly from YouTube AdSense. And that is a baffling decision to me. I appealed twice. They were both denied. I even followed up with an email, very professional, very polite email outlining, what my channel is, what kind of videos I make, giving examples of videos that I've made, my top performing videos, why I feel this decision was a mistake. And they did not budge at all. They said that their decision was, I believe the phrasing they used was correct and final. And yeah, that's basically their very polite way of saying, we're not going to change our minds, please stop asking. I'm not convinced that I ever spoke to an actual person throughout this entire experience. I think it was all mostly bots and AI replies, because I truly and honestly believe that this was a mistake. I don't see how my entire channel is not eligible for monetization, especially not for the reason they gave. I could understand if it was maybe some gray area copyright reason, because I'm doing commentary on video games or movies or things that I don't have the rights to. I could understand if that was the reason, but it's not. The reason is that I'm encouraging dangerous behavior. And unless that dangerous behavior is excess spending in the form of collecting, because I'm a collector, I don't understand how that could be the case. I don't understand how collecting can be considered dangerous activity, but this whole era of YouTube is just riddled with a bunch of weird stuff like that, where channels are getting struck for dumb fringe reasons like that. The point is, there's really no way for me to fix this, because when I inquired to YouTube, when I asked for specific examples of how and when my videos ever violated terms of service, they would not give me any examples. The way they said it made it seem like they couldn't give me any concrete examples, because according to them, they just looked at random videos on my channel and decided that I wasn't eligible. Okay, fine, whatever. At a certain point, I was done arguing. Usually what other YouTubers would do who have a much bigger following than me is they would make a fuss on Twitter, because sadly that seems to be the only way to get YouTube to care about anything, is to get enough people angry on Twitter that they have to act. But unfortunately, I don't have that big of a following, and also I kind of don't use Twitter anymore. I deleted my Twitter account pretty much on principle, because broadly gestures at the entire website, it's a shit show right now, and I didn't want to deal with it anymore, and it was really bad for my mental health, and I decided that even if it was just for publicity for my channel, Twitter, it's not worth having a Twitter. It really isn't, at least not for me. So I don't have Twitter. So that's off the table. there's really nothing I can do to get my channel reinstated until the 90 days have passed so that I can reapply, which is how it works when you get demonetized like this, is you can wait 90 days and reapply after altering your channel to fit the guidelines, which again, I don't know how to do because they won't tell me how I violated the guidelines. So I think the idea is that they just kind of want me to roll over and take it. And as for what I'm going to be doing moving forward, I've given it a few days of thought. I'm not going to lie. When my appeals were denied the first time, I considered just quitting YouTube. Because this whole ordeal, as much as I love doing this, it is a lot of work. And the channel has never really made money, which was never the point. I didn't really care about making money. I was genuinely enjoying doing this because I enjoyed talking about this kind of stuff. But this whole ordeal kind of took the wind out of my sails for a little bit, if you know what I mean. And I considered not even continuing with this whole YouTube thing. Even though I'm having fun doing this is something I legitimately enjoy doing. It is still costing me money because I have to pay for... obviously, there's just the nebulous cost of just time and effort spent, but also paying for the equipment that I use, like microphones, recording equipment and all that, the capture devices that I use to get footage. I also pay for my editing software, which is a monthly subscription, and Adobe so I can make, I have an Adobe subscription so I can make thumbnails. That's another monthly subscription. So I am spending money making these videos, and I was never really getting anything in return. And that was fine. That's been fine. It's never really been the goal to make money off of YouTube, but it would certainly help if I could. And so for a while I considered quitting, just because it didn't seem like it'd be worth the time or money or effort to do this anymore. If there's a chance that at a moment's notice, every 90 days, this can just randomly happen for no reason. Where my entire channel, my YouTube can just arbitrarily go, hey, we didn't really check out your channel, but we don't think that you're eligible. So we're just going to turn off your monetization. And that sucks. So I didn't know if I wanted to put up with that anymore. I considered quitting just because I don't want to put up with YouTube policies anymore, because they're, frankly, bad at enforcing them appropriately. It feels like channels that have far more egregious violations than me still get plenty of AdSense. They're monetized just fine. But because I'm a smaller channel and there's not enough people to make a fuss about this, there's really nothing I can do to convince YouTube that this isn't a good decision or the right decision. And just for that, I considered quitting. But after giving it some thought and sitting down and just recording more footage, honestly, just playing the games I was going to make videos about, like acting like nothing happened, I decided I do want to keep doing this. I want to keep going just for the love of the game, basically. I don't have to quit. And as of right now, I don't think I'm going to quit. I might slow down. I might take a hiatus. I might not release as many videos as I do. I've been doing at least one every other week, so 2 a month, for the past 2 years, without a break, without missing. It's been if you go back, you'll notice that it's been at least a video every 2 weeks. There were times where I changed what day of the week I uploaded. Like at first I was doing Fridays, then I tried doing Sundays, and now I do Saturdays. So it might look, that's really the only change I've made. But I've been consistent every 2 weeks. That might change, it might not. But I am going to keep making videos. But I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't help but feel disheartened at the fact that I wouldn't be getting anything out of this materialistically or financially anymore. But that was never really the point when it comes right down to it. But having that effort pay off in some way that's tangible helped make it all feel like I was doing something that mattered. And having that financial backing, not even a profit. I was never pulling a profit, but just having something to soften the blow of costs is what kept the channel going. I need to be able to afford this stuff. It's not even a matter of, oh, I'm not making money anymore, so I don't want to do this. It's a matter of I'm not making money anymore, so I literally can't afford to do this anymore. Thankfully, that's not the case right now, but I'm still not in the best financial position. I have a working job outside of YouTube. I have a full-time job, work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, depending. But I don't know if you know this. Rent's kind of ridiculous everywhere right now. So, I do what I can. Point being, if you've been enjoying my content, and thank you to everybody who's commented on the posts I made about this, expressing your support, that really has helped me keep going and has helped me come to this decision to not quit. But if you would like to help keep this channel going far longer than it probably ever could otherwise, please check out my Patreon. I always put the link in my description. There's a link on my about page. Please consider becoming a member. If even just 10 of you join the $5 tier, that would be enough to at least cover the costs of my subscriptions, my editing subscription and my Adobe subscription, which would be a massive help, just knowing that I'm not losing money doing this. You know what I mean? Again, just no pressure, no obligation. You're welcome to enjoy the channel regardless. That's why this platform exists. For the foreseeable future, I am going to keep going. As of right now, the same day this video is going up, I'm pretty sure at the same time this video is going up, my Mega Man Legends video is also going up. I'm really proud of that one, so please give that one a look. It was already in my schedules, which is why it's still going up, because I had finished it and uploaded it before all this had happened. As for what's coming after that, we're moving out of 1997 and into 1998, which is really exciting. I feel like 1998, personally, and for a lot of people, was one of the best years in gaming, and I'm really excited to talk about it. And that's honestly another reason why I decided to not quit. Because I wanted to talk about 1998, the games in 1998, for a while. And I would be super disappointed if that never happened. I think I would regret not doing that if I stopped. 5 years from now, I'd look back and go, man, I wish I could have talked about those games. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like if this whole demonetization thing had happened any earlier or any later, I would have just said, screw it. I've done enough. It was fun while it lasted. I quit. But because it happened literally right as I was about to do the first game of 1998, I'm going to give it a little bit longer and see how this goes for the next year or so. Let's see if the channel can go for 5 years. We're at about 2.5 now. Let's see if we can go another 2.5 and see if things get better. I try to be optimistic these days because as a teenager, I was quite pessimistic. And I've always struggled with depression and anxiety since I was fairly young. I think I was diagnosed at 12 with depression. So it's been a thing I've dealt with my entire life. And these days, I try to be a bit more optimistic and hopeful. And I'm not going to let this change that. I think that the channel has potential. People have told me that I'm good at what I do. People have told me that they enjoy my work, which is great, because I don't. I don't enjoy rewatching my videos, at least once they get past like a couple months old. Then they're old and cringy. But I'm glad you're all enjoying them. Even if it's not something great or particularly world-changing, I just want to know that I did something that some people found worthwhile. And I'm going to keep going. So anyway, check out the Patreon. Help out if you want. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for watching my videos. You all are... I got maybe a couple dozen or so semi-regular commenters, and they're all really nice. You're all really nice and supportive, and I appreciate all of you. And I'm sorry this all happened. I wish I could change it. But, YouTube's being stupid like usual. But thanks for being here, guys. The Mega Man Legends video is up. Go check that out. And the Resident Evil 2 video. That's what's coming next. And just keep doing what you're doing, whatever that is. Yeah, we'll see you.